4 Live starts right now.
And welcome back to Local 4 Live, everybody. I'm Nick Monticelli. Thank you for being here on your Monday morning. We're going to start this half hour over in Italy. A live look where skier Lindsey Vonn is recovering after a very scary crash. Take a look at these pictures here. Vonn was just 13 seconds into her downhill run when she hit a ski flag and lost control, hitting that snow very hard. She had to be airlifted off the mountain and taken to a hospital for a broken left leg. Her broken leg comes just 9 days after she announced that she planned to ski on a ruptured ACL following another crash down a mountain ahead of the games. So we're trying to get a better idea of exactly what went wrong here. We've got Dr. Saul Cogan. He's the owner and clinical director of the Nerve and Disc Institute. Also, current team physician with the Detroit Tigers on that medical team. Also had worked with the Lions as well. Doctor, thank you for your time this morning. I know you're out skiing in Utah,
my pleasure.
so we appreciate you getting up early for us.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound opinionated here, so this is not an opinion. It really is a question, but I guess my question is why? Given that ruptured ACL, do you think that she should have been skiing at all in the first place?
Well, I mean, listen, she's an Olympian and she's a really special one. I mean, she's a hero to me, and they know the risk. I mean, she just is a gladiator, and she knew this could very well be her last Olympics. And she was willing to take that risk, and this is what she trained for her whole life. I mean, although she had nothing to prove because she's so good, that's just who she is. Yeah. And I understand why she did it as an athlete. As a physician, of course, the right thing to do is probably not do it. But, from an athletic standpoint, I understand why she did, but she did it openly knowing her risks.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk about that ruptured ACL then. And I kind of read a few articles on this. It sounds like that may have not been the number one factor in this crash, but certainly took away some of her abilities to control it once it happened.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the ACL is the main stabilizer, keeping the bottom part of your leg on top, so it keeps the tibia stable from moving forward and rotating. And the actions of downhill skiing, that's what it is. It's a tremendous amount of speed. It can be 80 plus miles an hour, tremendous amount of pressure, landing on it, catching edge on a ski. So, even in perfect conditions, if your knee is perfect, it's a dangerous sport. And then you take that stability out even a little bit, forgetting about pain, and that very well could have caused this problem. Whether the knee didn't react quick enough to support her or she hit the pole, really doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, she definitely didn't have as much control of that knee as she would have in a perfect condition.
Right. For those of us who are not Olympic athletes and professional skiers, again, I know you're in Utah on a skiing trip right now, hence the background behind you there. Can you kind of walk us through what the pressure is like on the legs? Because I don't think the video does it justice. You don't really realize how much impact your body and your legs and your knees are taking.
Yeah, well, listen, these athletes are going very fast. I mean, actually sitting, you can't really see it because it's dark here, right in front of where the 2002 women's downhill was, where it finished. And they're high speed. They're catching air, hitting the ground hard, and the first thing the knee does is absorb it. Then it loads, and then you turn, and that's a lot of torque and pressure, and that's exactly what the ACL is supposed to protect. So, even if someone is a strong athlete and they have a brace and they have all these muscles and they're training hard, and she did everything right, a nanosecond makes a difference. And unfortunately, that's what happened. And whether she clipped it because of her knee not reacting quick enough, or she clipped it and then couldn't react, that's how it ended up being really a devastating injury.
Yeah. Oh, so looking at her future then, not only a ruptured ACL, but now the broken leg as well, what does her road to recovery look like?
Well, it's definitely longer now because of the fracture, because the first thing you have to do is you have to stabilize that, and that takes time. So what could have been a 6 to 12 month recovery could now be more, up to 18 months possibly. I mean, she'll get top-notch care and she's going to rehab very hard, but it's a long road. And, I don't know, from last reports, I haven't seen which bone it was, but depending on whether it was the tibia or fibula, it would make a big difference because the tibia is the main load-bearing bone there, and if that was the fracture, it might be a little bit longer.
All right, so it sounds like this was probably her last run at the gold anyway, but this is not a career-ending injury?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not taking care of her, so I can't really comment on that. I honestly believe, listen, she's 41 years old, and I don't know if she was 15 or 20 years later that she would have taken this risk. So, I'm not in a position to comment on what her future looks like. But if I know Lindsey Vonn from what I've heard about her, she can do amazing things if anyone can.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Cohen, thank you for your time this morning, and please don't break anything while you're out skiing.
We're going to do our best not to. Thank you.
It sounds good.